Shalom. I'd like to say all praises due unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakah Kodash. Peace and blessings to the hopeful members of the elect. This is just a lesson in regards to the Portuguese Jews, who migrated all over the world, and there's a lot of history that they don't want our people to know. And this is just gonna be an ongoing thing, if the Spirit permits, because I have a lot of notes and a lot of history in regards, that was always been my thing. While in the truth and and before, but especially now, and that's why we were always me or Maya, like a couple other brothers, we always would buy books and go into history, and because there's a lot of things, right? And we learned from the apostles, we learned from their apostles or their elders, Elder Aria, and certain other people who was in the school, and they would always go into the history, man. If you don't know your history, if you don't know your history, history is gonna repeat itself, right? So this is just gonna be in the spirit, Lord's will. This is a little edifying, because I come from that stock on my mom's side, my father's side, I come from the Stewart stock, right? But because we come from nobility. I know my family too. I come from nobility, this guy. Like Mateus da Costa, he was a Moor or a pioneer. I come from that stock, and he came to Canada, him and his family, Mateus da Costa. You could do your research as well. Hold on. I come from this family too, named Gaspar Corte Real, or the Costa, or the Royal Court. All right, because and our people were Templars, the original Knight Templars, and they changed the name to the Order of Christ. And we come, I'm not gonna go very in depth. Everybody else they could do their own homework as well. Because we were merchants. And a lot of very in depth. One second. Yeah, Prince Henry St. Clair, even before Columbus, our people been coming to the Americas, dialoguing. You see here, it look like he has braids. This look like braids. Dark skin. All right, because our people were Templars, right? Even though the Templars, they were doing a lot of wicked shit, but This us, man. Henry St. Clair, Earl of Orkney, Lord of Rochlin, was a Scottish and Norwegian nobleman, right? Because that was our people, man. We were ruling Europe, for many years. Let me get that history quick. 1 second. Revelation. Slovakia. Revelation 20:1. And I saw an angel come down from heaven, having the key of the bottomless pit, and a great chain in his hand. And he laid hold on the dragon, the old serpent, right? The dragon, which was referring to the pagan Roman Empire, the Greco-Roman Empire, that was very great, but it fell, all right? And that's what's going to happen again, all right? And, that's why 2nd Ezra 6 and 9, for Esau's the end of the world, Jacob beginning with the fall with. So we're seeing the downfall of the wicked, all right? And he laid hold of the dragon, that old serpent, which is the devil, and Satan, and bound him 1,000 years, and cast him into the bottomless pit, and shut him up, and set a seal upon him, that he should deceive the nation no more till the 1,000 years be fulfilled. And after those, he must be loose a little season, all right? And that's why he, when we were in power for over 1,000 years, all right, under the 5 good emperors, all right? And then pretty much like Septimius Severus, he rose up, 193 AD, all the way going back to basically 1453, the fall of the Byzantine Empire, Constantinople. The Ottoman Turks came back up, 1492, with the Borgia family, Caesar's Borgias, Pope Alexander VI of Rome, all right, which that's why we were persecuted under the Spanish Inquisition. So a lot of our people went to Portugal. A lot of people were living in the Iberian Peninsula regardless. So a lot of our people left, came to the Americas, and some of them also came to and some of us already came here. When you go to get that second get that as well, because it's very vast, man. And these are things that Esau, he doesn't want us to know, right? Second Ezra 13 and 40. For those are the 10 tribes which are carried away prisoners out of their land in the time of Hosea the king, whom Samnazar the king of Assyria led away captive, and he carried them over the waters, and so came they into another land, all right? Because basically we were in the land, all right? The Most High went, he punished the northern tribe, right? Because after the fall of King Solomon, after his death, all right, his kingdom was divided. So the southern kingdom, which would be Judah, Benjamin, and Levi, all right, and then the northern kingdom, right, which would be the 10 tribes. And basically our people, the two kingdoms was fighting against each other for hundreds of years, until basically 722 BC. The Assyrians carried our people into captivity, all right, and they were in captivity for a certain amount of time, and then and they came. A lot of them after that, came to the Americas. So we're gonna read it. They took this counsel amongst themselves, that they that they would leave the multitude of the heathen and go forth into a further country which never mankind dwelt, that they might there keep their statutes which they never kept in the land, because our people weren't keeping the commandments. You know, people were doing all kind of idolatry, you know, they're doing all kind of thing, worshiping the Queen of Heaven, you know, doing all kind of stuff, man. You know, the same thing, what, you know, they're nothing new under the sun. And they enter into the Euphrates by the narrow passages of the river, for the Most High showed signs for them, and helped still the flood till they passed over, right? So basically they came over. Let me show you like the world map. Where's this world map? Let me go on Google quick. So our people were in this region, Syrian, right? They came over, right? And then they came over the seas, or whatever, right? And they came through this, right? Because it's a very rough passage, right? So they came, or whatever. Then they came to the Americas right here, right? Because remember Solomon and Solomon, right, with the with the Philistines or whatever, you know, like they already been coming over. Let me get that. But I'm gonna continue. And for the Most High then showed signs for them, and held still the flood till the passages passed over. For through the country there was a great way, namely of a year and a half, and the same region was called Asteroth, right? Which Asteroth just means new land, right? And that's what it is. There then dwelt they there until the latter time, and when they shall begin to come, the Most High shall show signs, right? It says the highest shall stay the springs of the streams again, right? Because basically, you know, after the fall, you know, because basically 1492 or whatever, right? When you watch that movie, 1492, about Christopher Cologne, right? Or Christopher Cologne, alright? Or Christian, on that Cologne, basically, right? They came over, alright? And they had a navigator, which is our people, alright? And basically, like it was a takeover, you know? But a lot of our people were living throughout Europe prior, right? It's a lot of in-depth, right? And that's why this thing's a mystery. So only the people, only the elect is gonna understand this mystery and understand what I'm talking about. So Henry the First St. Clair, Earl of Orkney, Lord of Roslin, was a Scottish and nobleman. St. Clair held the title Earl of Orkney, you know, pretty much that, you know, but pretty much, you know, we've been coming back over here, seafarers, you know. I come from this stock as, you know, with, you know, when you read about Mateo da Costa, you know, Gaspar, the Corte Real, you know, and our people were Templars and Knights Templars, alright, who was the, basically, you know, when you read about the Crusades, you know, to like to get back the land and all that. It's very in depth. You know, pretty much I have a lot of notes, a lot of books, and all that. But this is what it's about, man. So with that, I'm not gonna go in depth like that. But our people did come to the America. Let me show you this as well. Yeah, the Micmac, alright, because our people been coming over here, alright, and you know, but our people were under like the Catholics. Our people always been into the Catholics, so that's why, you know, our people were doing all kind of shit, but under the Catholic, but our people were worshiping the Queen of Heaven and same shit. You know, the Grand Council, the Micmac, alright, the star, moon, you know, the crescent, you know, the cross. Very in depth. I didn't want to go too in depth, but you know, it's a lot of things, man. But if the spirit permits, you know, I will go into more in depth and stuff. But because this thing's a mystery, man. So with that, let us all praise it due unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash, the bonds of the apostles of great millstone. Shalom.